frustrating getting contaminated repeatedly on your Evo changes, especially in this roach on roach engagement. The upgrade advantage can end up being huge, but great. Coming in with mostly
Die for your master!
towards the main base, but a way better concave right now for True is allowing him to rush through this army. Solar's having to retreat, and as a result, he's going to have to do a lot of damage to the main base. Already picking up 2, 3, maybe 4 workers, but
Die for your master!
And now True really has momentum as he comes in for counter.
Yeah, a lot of momentum on True's side, as well as a little bit of a supply lead and a bigger bank. So these roaches are being very, very annoying. As there's no real roaches at home to deal with. Oh, True. You really want to walk into this concave? I'm not too sure about that. Solar coming from 2 sides right now. Does he have enough roaches? I'm not too sure about it now.
No, look at the army supply. It's 146 to 110, but with the reinforcements coming on through, it should be enough to make True back out. Behind this, he lost 8 drones as well. That means Solar's up 64
Defend!
to 52. He's got 4 bases.
Okay.
His opponent, but
Swore! Thanks!
I would not mind seeing a small roach squad from True going to the 4th base, as he has map control right now. The army is
Be right back.
bigger because he has those less drones, so in the long run it's going to be worse for him.
Sweet!
He needs to do something right now, or he needs to reproduce those drones.
again, these 4 roaches burrowed up in the main base, coming in, causing a bit of a nightmare. And it's another 2 workers. It may not seem like the end of the world, but overall, this is giving Solar a 14 drone lead. And that is substantial, especially when we start getting to these later stages of trades coming on through. Solar pushing across the map now. It's going to be engaged. He's going to burrow in up in floors. He's going to burrow, but I don't think you can.
I don't think Solar can engage right now. Take a look over there. Yeah, the position isn't perfect for him. He also has
Die for your master!
Actually, at the side, not to get this kind of surround. If he is able to do that, Solar might be in a little bit of trouble, but Solar is already engaging. A lot of roaches going down for True right now, and here come all the roaches from the back. Will Solar be able to win this fight? I'm not too sure about it. There's a lot of roaches for True, a lot of reinforcements streaming in as well. 22 more roaches on the way for True, 30 in production for Solar, and this fight went very, very well for True. A quite big supply lead right now, especially in the army supply.
Very strong tactics by True there. Coming around from behind, slapping Solar so he wasn't able to escape. Also bringing over the Overseers, so there was no way to just burrow underground and tunnel away.
Hey, who high? Die for your master! Whoa! First blood!
Solar can't really afford it right now. He does not have a bank at all. And he's down in supply. He's down 30 in army supply. He is getting the +2 carry, so that is in his favor. But it isn't finished yet. I feel like if True would move across the map right now, the least he could do is snipe the 4th base, get in a good position from there on. Maybe do some road carry after himself, because he hasn't really showed any kind of run times so far.
Alright! Nice job! Thanks! Okay.
Occasion, he is going to just be continuing on with the aggression. This is a dangerous move going on. It's quite good for the defender, but True just wraps the way in, goes for it as best he can. It's going to be quite close. Defender's advance there. Queens are also coming across. Behind him, the 4th place was lost though for True.
Yeah, so True basically putting them all in position.
Die for your
With the user and the quick reinforcement, we might be able to hold the True with a huge army. 24 more roaches. Take a long time to get over here to the
It's going to be close.
An enemy has been slain. Die for your master! Be right back! Be right back! Sweet!
A bit of a problem though. So looking at how this is going, this group of roaches moving in towards the 4th base of Solar really
Your middle tower is under attack!
Get that down, otherwise it's just a matter of time in my opinion until Solar just has far more money, far more production and far more stuff.
Yeah, we already see a big bang for Solar. Does not have the larva to produce roaches. Well, Bob over here at the top of the map right now. It seems like True is going to be victorious there. Supply that equal right now. Because True has the smaller worker supply right now. Oh wow! Great move here by True with the changeling. Traps a lot of the roaches. This might actually change the course of the game completely. A lot of roaches being lost for free right now by Solar. That was a great move by True.
Absolutely fantastic, and he might get the road as well. If he does that, there's no more reinforcements for Solar, and that will cause him an absolutely huge problem. In goes the 130 army fighter, 91. Reinforcements trying to come, but as I said, the road was taken out, now being reconstructed, but there's no more roaches able to come Solar.
Yeah, definitely, and we see a bunch of roaches at the fourth base as well, so True being everywhere at the same time, up about 14 army supply right now. No more roaches being able to produce for Solar, and trying to reproduce
Slain and installed.
more roaches streaming across the map for True. Fourth base goes down, moving towards the third as we speak. Up 50 supply, I think this is going to be it, Medals.
It is 78 army supply to 25.
Nice
no more
job.
roaches coming for Solar, and True is pressing his advantage. GG, and True is gonna take game number 1 of
Out
this
of mana.
best of 5.
Okay.
Yeah, great play there by True. I think actually what won him the game was the little changeling move, insane move that we haven't seen too much. Solar could have burrowed under him, I guess, but didn't think of it.
Fly, friends!
Overseers. Not only for the upgrade of Solar, really nice, but also just the strategic decisions of True were bang on the money.
Be right back.
But that's around on the roaches of Solar, forcing the engagement when you're not in the greatest position. So overall, True just looked really solid there. I think Solar needs to find some way to step it up for the next game.
Yeah, definitely. And if you take a look at the maps right now, we saw that the first map was Cactus Valley, and in my opinion, this would be a map for Solar. It's a bigger map. It's a map that allows for longer games, but True showing that he's not scared of Solar in the longer game. He can play macro, he can play anything he wants, he can be aggressive, can play macro, so might have underestimated him there a little bit. Next map is going to be Iron Fortress, and that's a 4-player map as well, so it's going to be rather difficult at the start for the scouting. Sometimes you will see something like a 13-12 speed bane going, or maybe a 10 like that. You might just see a double head first.
I think we're definitely seeing that. Iron Fortress, they really make a map, in theory. But game number 1, True just seemed to be thinking
Ultimate is ready.
it really should.
Attack.
You stop!
Killing spree.
If we're going to see the same kind of passive play.
Retreat!
You have been slain.
Good timings. He had the Glio Reconstitution and the +1 finishing at the same time again. Top the same amount of roads, but he didn't really
Die for your master!
survive with my own upgrades. If I get my own roads, I'll be fine in the late game. And it's kind of proven wrong.
You stop!
Arise! Sitting back, waiting. Neither player really feeling they had the confidence, and you touched on that, saying the defender's advantage in ZBZ is absolutely massive, especially in roach on roach to get triple through. But on Cactus Valley, there's also quite a few tight chokes where if you are the aggressor,
Yeah, definitely. We saw a lot in the before this Jadong against
Let the eternal darkness embrace you!
to the other one was like, oh,
Get stung!
we continue like this. Don't play it passive. Don't bother losing.
Alright!
It worked out better for him.
well, we'll find out how it's going to work out for him in game number 2, because here we are, Iron Fortress. They're in cross spawns at the top left spot. We have representing Samsung Galaxy, none other than Solar.
Be right back. Okay.
And in the right bottom corner, spawning as the Blues are playing for Team That Pixel. It is the guy that's up 1-0. True! No early pulls so far. You might see something like a 14-14, of course, still possible. Very
Die for your master!
We'll see Hatch first down on this map. The reason being is that it is so large.
Swarm!
in the cross spawn though. In the close
true.
position, it's 66% chance that it's a close position. So it's a map where you look at it, well, it's a big map, it's a 4-player map, but actually in 2 of the positions it's rather close that you don't when you're playing against Berserk, you get Link Roach on it quite a bit.
Die for your master!
I mean, I always roll that. Don't talk to me about it, but yeah. Both are going for the head first, so you were right.
Fly, friends!
Ally has been slain.
Get stung!
Just in case.
Honey never spoils.
You have been slain.
Problem, but true.
Steam that!
Went for 14 heads, I believe, and third, no wait, 15 heads, 40 pool. They did not build any drones at all. They got down to 30 supply, and that's not taking gas, so it might be taking some play.
Your middle tower is under
Of
attack.
course, getting that cooldown earlier means that Solar just playing it a bit more cautious. He is down a game after all, but being a best of 5, losing the first game doesn't really ramp up the pressure too much because obviously you've got
Be right back.
where you've got eliminated. So that's the advantage of going into a best of 5 rather than a best of 3. Now, in terms of production, Solar just grabbing a couple of lings. I like this. It's going to allow him to get out on the map, get a little bit of information, get some scouting down.
And why?
Gas though. Is he going to stop at 100? Yes. Starts off zerging speed. So he should just get a couple of lings. I don't think he's going to commit massively.
Let the eternal darkness embrace you.
The two queens will be out to Germany.
Whoa!
So, totally be very both.
An enemy has been slain.
Die for your master. Die inside.
Production now, so they'll catch him up nicely. Meanwhile, both players getting that scouting information, essential knowledge to see what's going down.
Die for your master.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Die for your
Fly, friends!
Starting for Solar right now. Third week on the way for True as well, so he wants to get that. Well,
Out of
actually,
mana.
Link makes it into the base of True right now. Just to get that what did True see here?
I believe it, well, he definitely saw the spawning, but he didn't see the gas though, and that's unfortunate. If he saw whether or not that gas was still mining, it tells you a lot of stuff. But an attempt now by True to come on in. He sees that, oh, he's got speed, so obviously that's being revealed now to Solar. He's using some great sort of fun on those drones trying to prevent him, but one link manages to get on him, but sees the shimmer in the spawning pool, no speed's on its way. Otherwise, no gases either, so both these two quite limited.
Your middle tower is under attack.
The button lane is because Solar is in the dark.
let the eternal darkness
Whoa!
embrace you.
So just gonna get a bunch of links out. Might try to be a little bit aggressive, get a cancel on the third. Maybe test if True has a Baneling nest or if he has some links. Maybe try to snipe a queen or two. True on the other, getting a full wall with the Baneling nest and with the evil True. So I think the double evil chain here fighting True. Is it going to be going into melee upgrades, or you think it still will be for roach upgrades?
Well, considering the Baneling nest,
And why?
improving the work map now at these speed, he's not going to get much work done, most likely, just because of this speed wall now coming down with the Evo chain. He might try to snipe one. Backing away from the third base.
Will be doesn't have a
Fly, friends!
Solar, but you stop! Solved through it and just went back quickly. I need to get those roads into the third base as quickly
Out
as
of
possible.
mana.
The two spread will help with that. So good job there. Solar.
Defend.
Anticipating this.
Honey never spoils.
You have been slain.
March.
Be right back.
Die for your master.
Good little focus.
Inside.
Right now. 3 more roads on the way as well as the +1 attack. Road farm going down for 4 right now as well. As well as the +1 attack. So we're going to see a road again. Third base on the way for 2, even though it's a little bit delayed compared to the one of Solar. Solar in a pretty good position, I would say, this game, once again.
Yeah, he's getting himself in a much stronger spot than he did in the first game. Getting that third base up earlier is definitely helping him. He wasn't as invested in the early game.
And why?
Game one, if you think about it, he never got the speed. down. He just went all for that +1 roach move out and could never really go for it. So obviously this is better for him compared to that. Few lings coming down the bottom. This could actually force a cancel to third base because all the units are out of position, but as a result, the third base of his opponent could also get taken out.
I think there's too many roaches for True to be able to do that. So, I guess with a 2-turn fusion we would have been able to save it in the end. But it's only 3 roaches, so not that many. Might be able to just surround it. But
Ultimate is ready!
And in the end, it was the good decision as it was still 6 roaches in total.
Yep.
So, good read there by both players.
Solar taking a very, very small supply lead, but it's fractional 3 drones. Nothing really to write home about, but what is quite important, Solar does have a third is that the incredible work.
Killing spree! Double kill! Killing spree! Deicide!
Now, and he has a decent amount of roach. Well, nice little run by once again from True. The moment he saw Solar move out, they're like, okay, now it's time for my links to do some work.
Your middle tower is under attack.
It is something at least. So Solar decides to move back and try to catch those links out of position. I think he will be able to get him with
Your
the
middle tower
He
has
should be
been
fine.
destroyed.
No escape there. The roach is just in a very good position. Some are going to get away, but quite a few losses in order to retreat out of that.
Yeah, not that big of a deal though to lose 10.
Whoa!
Solar started right now. Carrot pace just finished for True, so he's on 1-1. He has the +1. Would like to see +2 being started for True as soon as possible as well. And a few drones being added would not be the best choice. Like 46 workers right now for True. I'm very curious to see what True is about to do.
And why?
He's building 2 banelings right now, and he does have a bunch of roaches moving across the map, so he might be planning on actually moving out.
He may have to pull back though, because this is a lot of speedlings moving on towards the third base of True. So yeah, True's roaches having to come back in order to just aid with the defense of his third. And this buys a nice bit of time for Solar. +2 missile attack. He was just popping out more roaches, but he's now taking quite a decisive lead in terms of workers. 60 to 46.
I feel like True really needs to make something work very quick. We see 2 pingling thing there at the top. We'll try to go during the fight, I guess. Go try to get some drone kills, but even then, if he gets the drone kills, it will just equal up. He needs to do damage with this push.
Army supply, 127 to 119 in True's favor. Big bailing hit, 9 drones. Said he needed to do something big.
Move right there from True. Now it's going to be a battle once again. Good position for True. Still moving around behind. It seems like Solar is going to be the winner of this battle. Does have enough roaches with the reinforcements there as well.
Killing spree!
A lead by about 25 supply right now. This is looking very, very good for Solar.
Yeah, forcing True away. He's up by that kind of
Double kill.
Supply now. He's got +2 on its way as well.
Oh, doesn't that roach
Yes!
This is disastrous
Slain
for
an
True.
enemy.
All
Retreat!
these roaches are going to get kicked off on their way across the map. Really, all True can do is just try and buy himself some time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was part of the plan or we only now realized like we did. I think maybe he wanted to hit a very sharp timing without roach speed and have a lot of units out, but that did not work and he was very
Sting
off. Now Solar's just gonna move over. We're like, alright, True, you won the first one, but now it's my turn to take the game, and he's gonna tie up the series.
Yeah, I don't want to sound too defeatist, but look at the army supply, 117 to 67, +2 done, up against 1-1. Concave though for True, trying to make something work here.
I could always
to really hope
sting
for, but
now.
just sheer volume is in Solar's favor, and I feel it's going to be too much for True to overcome.
Yeah, I do believe so, and I would not be surprised.
An
to see
enemy
GG,
has been
here
slain.
we go, Solar take game number 2.
An ally
and
has
ties
been
up the
slain.
series. And
It's really quite dominating.
Whoa!
A little bit. Killing spree!
Stuff. Game number 2 though, Solar just stepped it up. Nice and making good decisions on when to take that third base. So overall, really impressed by Solar there. Looking to be a very close semi-final, just as the first one was.
Yeah, and let's take a look at the map once again as you can see that the Expedition is going to be the third map right now. Echo and Expedition Lost is one of those maps where we saw Hydra take the a lot of players
could always
the guy that
use more
takes the
stinging
goal
power.
has to really
An enemy
stand
has
with the
been
goal. You can't
slain.
lose the gold, and if you're behind, you most likely will, because it's a difficult location to defend.
Stop!
Those timings are going to be very sharp, and
Die for your master!
The goal base, though,
An ally has been slain.
Beginning.
saw that with Jadong, of course, in the previous game up against Hydra. Hydra got that gold base, got the spine crawler there, and as a result, Jadong had a bit of a tough time trying to come in and take it out. But we'll wait and see what these two do have in store. Of course, tied 1-1, there's a lot of pressure. They'll have this game, they then get a small break, compose themselves, have a think about how things are going. So winning the game before getting obviously that small break is absolutely vital for you. It gives you that confidence. You know you've got your ability to match the point, you've got to just get one win, or you can really have a think about that whole game.
And who high?
definitely, and I'm very curious if we're going to see something aggressive, because so far the games have been very, very passive from the start on, both going hatch first, just being like, well, let's go into the long game, and true, I guess he did kind of an all-in this game, but it's still no real Ling Bane wars like we're used to seeing. Not so much struggle around the third base. So I'm very curious if we're going to see better play from both players once again.
Well, we should be getting loaded into it soon. Of course, we'd love to know what you think at home. You can join the conversation on Twitter, hashtag SC2Masters.
An ally has been slain.
I don't think if you live very close, but if you live very close,
Killing spree.
It's in London, of course.
It is in London.
Anyone in London, be sure that the drop by we're already quite back.
yeah, look at Stefano. He just
Defend.
Yeah, we are loading in
Your middle phoenix is under attack.
To fight up right now and in the right front court, spawning in the red zerg, playing for Team Samsung Galaxy. It is
You
Solar.
have slain an enemy.
And down to the lower left, the blue Zerg. He plays for Dead Pixels, none other than True. One.
1-1. And I really would like to. Oh, True. No. I was hoping for him to go over 100 minerals, but I got a little too excited.
Fly, friends!
Solar now also getting the overload.
An ally has been slain.
Seems to be something stylistic for the player. Not sure he still does, but here we go. Extractor trick, 11 out of 10. And seems to be one of the more standard game concepts. I wouldn't be surprised to see anything but both of them.
Yeah, actually, the goal base is probably going to be the most.
You have slain an enemy. Double kill.
Keep some kind of road bane.
Be right back.
So you
Stay
need
there!
it's fine.
An ally has been slain. Out of mana.
In life. But actually opening was cool first, so playing say 15 cool on both sides. Yeah, realizing that they've been playing really earlier on the 4-player map, just taking it back a notch.
Both players being relatively safe in this map makes sense.
This will keep me
You
buzzed.
don't want to lose the third game when you tied 1-1 in a best of 5, because then the pressure really does mount. You know that you have to win game 4 or you're eliminated from the tournament and get a third, fourth finish. Both those
An
going
enemy
into their
has been
actions
slain.
off the back of this.
Diaz, nice
So,
job.
Very, very normal things from both of them. And as with the previous game, gas time is really telling on both their plans they've got in the mid game. So for Solar, he's getting down nice and early. So he's going to making sure. I don't think he will. I think he'll run speed down just to get the map control, just to get the poking and prodding and a little bit of scouting out.
Ultimate is ready.
So get it a little bit later. Might also be going into the gas. We haven't seen gas in this series yet.
Let the eternal darkness embrace one.
Fair to see what True is going.
An has been slain.
Get stuck! Got it!
Deicide.
And why?
What kind of pro counter?
Bye-bye!
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
Marching over there, hoping for the opportunity. I think we'll be able to get some of that. Otherwise, a couple of things on both sides. Come on out. We do have Gas still not taking.
Oh,
rampage!
It's quite interesting.
I
Deicide.
believe right now, and it's going to go most likely up to 4.
Swore! Everyone gets a piece!
It does give you this initial eco boost, so a 2-base timing with roaches, for example, would be a very strong thing coming out of through.
Interestingly enough from Solar, he's not starting Zergling speed again. This is the same as he did in game number 1. He just skipped it when into the lair quickly in order to go for those roaches. And with the information that he gets from this Zergling, he's not going to be able to tell too much. He doesn't get any gases.